rooted. All my songs come with melanin. Got the heart, got the soul like Harriet. A queen since she born, that was evident. That's evidence of black excellence. I can tell a good dog when I'm petting him. Know that if I have his tribe, he my seeds be now. Me rooted in the melanin. Young girl, stay rooted. I done plant my seeds down rooted. Brown skin popping, I'm rooted. ATL bread, I'm rooted. Rooted, nappy head rooted. All my songs come with melanin. Got the heart, got the soul like Harriet. A queen since she born, that was evident. That's evidence of black excellence. I can tell a good dog when I'm petting him. Know that if I have his tribe, he protecting them. Mother of a child of God, I invest in them. Nutrition and brown milk in them. Young Rosa, young Luther, keep marching. Floodgates coming over, don't stop them. I know that life, it ain't easy. Your life, it matters, believe me. Roll out the face and the fronts. It's hiding behind a facade. Young girl, stay rooted. I done plant my seeds, now I'm rooted. Brown skin popping, I'm rooted. He pull the hood out me, I'm rooted. Rooted, nappy head rooted. I done plant my seeds, now I'm rooted. Brown skin popping, I'm rooted. ATL bread, I'm rooted. Rooted, nappy head rooted. All my rules stay embedded in hard work, let them know ain't no trending it. Popping off on the charts, that's a better win than popping off in the streets, ain't no checking it. I can tell a good dog when I'm petting him. Know that if I have his tribe, he protecting them. Mother of a child of God, I invest in them. Nutrition and brown milk in them. Young Rosa, young Luther, keep marching. Floodgates coming, no, it don't stop. I know that life, it ain't easy. Your life, it matters, believe me. Roll out the face and the fronts. Hiding behind a facade. Young girl, stay rooted. I done plant my seeds, now I'm rooted. Brown skin popping, I'm rooted. He pull the hood out me, I'm rooted. Rooted, nappy head rooted. I done plant my seeds, now I'm rooted. Brown skin popping, I'm rooted. ATL bread, I'm rooted. Rooted, nappy head rooted.
Yes, massive wagwan. And the Robins did where they are. Reaching out the wall.
Watch out, boy! You think you can pull me up out of my stems? Nah, me rooted in the soil. Me rooted in the melon. Young girl, stay rooted. I done plant my seeds, now I'm rooted. Brown skin popping, I'm rooted. He pull the hood out me, I'm rooted. Rooted, nappy head rooted. I done plant my seeds, now I'm rooted. Brown skin popping, I'm rooted. ATL bread, I'm rooted. Rooted, nappy head rooted.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Good morning, good afternoon, beautiful people. Happy days. Welcome to Let's Pop with Iritam. Thank you guys for joining me live on TikTok. I can see Ruth, Betty, Karanger, can see Daddy. Okay, welcome to the network here on the Blackout Friend. Now remember to invite people to join in this conversation and take time to listen in, and also follow us on all the social media on YouTube, on Facebook, on X, and Instagram for more amazing, uplifting conversation in regards to what Mother Talks is always about: redefining Africans as we redefine ourselves. The topic of Let's Pop in Iriton this amazing Monday is when they see us. As I always say, remember, you are the change you need to see in the world. And every day you have to understand who you are. Going back to the African history, understanding the African identity, and understanding your role to play in this time, in this season, and how basically you can add actually value in regards to pushing for the cause of redefining Africa as basically as you're redefining yourself. Welcome, Mr. Black Hot Fire. I hope you're doing better this beautiful, amazing afternoon here. What's good?
Better. I know I was doing bad.
No, I'm just saying. Good.
I'm all right. How about you? You
I'm
good?
good. I'm fabulous. I'm peaceful. I'm
Who did
excited.
who did your hair? They did a damn good job. Your hair looks
Oh,
amazing.
actually, yes, done by Sheila. She did my hair. She does my hair,
What?
actually.
Sheila did
Yes,
your hair?
Sheila did my
Oh,
hair.
whoa! I need to
Hmm
smack Sheila in the mouth.
she's amazing. She's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah. Shit. No one. Wow. She did a good. Damn.
yeah,
Sheila. Shit.
Sheila. Yes.
Wow. My mind is blown.
Her lines that I had previously. She's the one who did the lines that I had previously.
Wow. Shit. Okay.
Yeah,
I know she. I know Sheila did hair that good.
she's amazing actually, really good. We finished
I
yesterday at
know.
1 a.m. in the morning, but it's because we
I'm
started like
just.
at around
I'm. I'm. I'm used to
11.
seeing.
Yeah,
How long did it take her? 4 hours? 5 hours?
like an hour or two because we were like watching and like talking, so there was no
Yeah.
rush because it's not a salon.
No, that's still good. Wow.
Uh,
It,
and my hand
it only took her 2 hours to do all that.
an hour and 30, yes, 2 hours
God
actually.
damn. Sheila's
Yeah.
amazing. Shit. Damn.
Yeah, she's really good, honestly. She's just super perfect. And her hands are not like, when she's plating you, it's not painful.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing. Well,
I'll tell
I,
her.
I want, yeah. Shit. Usually she making them TikTok videos talking about she's the baddest bitch. I guess she's right. I guess she's the baddest bitch in them braids. I ran across one of the videos here, Todd. I didn't even know it was Sheila. I was like,
Okay,
why is this in my feed? Who the fuck is this?
right. You were
it
so
came
confused.
across my it came across my TikTok feed. You swipe up and it
Yeah.
said, and she says, I'm the baddest bitch. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Why is this in my feed? What the fuck is going on? Uh,
Oh
it was
my
Sheila one. It was Sheila, one of her friends. I like, now look. I said, that's Sheila ass.
God.
What?
She's something. She's really
yeah,
something.
like,
On her
yeah,
skin.
that's good. Get over shyness. That's good.
She might be shy, like in front of a lot of people, but she has to get used to you so you can see the other side of her.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously so. On
hmm
TikTok, telling me she's the baddest bitch. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
She's like, all right, got it.
Yeah. What's happening? I did my shamani ear time. What the
Right.
hell is happening?
What the hell is happening right now?
All right, exactly.
We'll be talking about when they see us. This is a topic in regards to everything. Definitely, we understand Africa is the cradle, cradle of life, right? And I'm gonna actually read that definition. I definitely know about it. This is where everything started. Civilization and the origin of man started in Africa, right? And the actually Africa was called Alkebulan. That's the word.
Keep alive.
Alkebulan,
Keep
right?
alive.
And according to experts that researched this history of the African continent, the original ancient name of Africa was Alkebulan, basically, which translates to Mother of Mankind. Sheila is here. Kate is congratulating you for the hair. She says
Yeah,
thank you.
I couldn't believe that was Sheila. Shit, Sheila. Man, she's awesome. Shit, I know Sheila can braid like that. Like shit, you know. Sheila, I didn't even know Sheila was the baddest bitch. I'm like, what is going on here? I seen her on TikTok. I didn't know that was even her. I was
Mm,
like, who the fuck is this?
who is
Why
it?
is
Is she
she?
the one I
I,
know?
I didn't know yet, Keraton. I was like, why is this in my feed? Who the fuck is this?
Hmm.
And I kept looking. I said, oh shit, this is Sheila ass. Oh shit.
hmm
I was like,
say she is.
I said, this is Charlotte. I said, this is Charlotte or Sheila. What the hell is going on?
She's laughing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so you're basically getting the definition of Africa. So it was called El Kelbulan because it was the mother of mankind, or
Yep.
the Queen of Eden, right? And it is the word El Kelbulan is basically it's an extremely old word, and it's super
It's
indigenous, I
true.
can say, right?
You are the
So
mother. You are the mother. Africa's the
mhm,
mother of mankind. Africa's where everything started. And
mm,
second, these people, where they come from? How they, these people showed up 2 days ago. They
mm,
are not. They're not indigenous to this planet. Where they come from? This whole planet started from Africa, then was black all around the world. So everybody obfuscate history. They tell you all these people, them, those are people they're talking about are African people. So it's crazy.
it is crazy. And also, according to, I'm going to read this actually here. According to this theory, the Phoenicians called Africa the land of corn and fruit, which actually makes sense because it was a continent full of abundance. It never lacked anything. We had
Exactly.
everything, literally. And the
Yep.
Phoenicians inhabited cities along the coast of the Mediterranean, and it is quite possible that they
And
named
and, and, and
after
understand the Phoenicians, understand they do these terms every time. Phoenicians are African people. Not
Okay.
them. That's them again trying to steal African culture. Phoenicians are African. Uh,
Mm,
every time.
right.
They
Okay.
try to name something else, and in the movie they make them white people.
Mm,
Phoenicians are African. That's why
right.
they're one of the main kings, main queens, because Europa. Europa's an African queen. That's what Europe is named after. Even the very term European is named after African queen. Europa is a Phoenician queen, an African queen. That's where the term Europe and European came from an
Right.
African queen, Europa.
Europa.
Yeah,
Right.
look that up real quick. Say, where does the term Europa come from? Oh, well, I know African queen. Where does the African queen Europa come from? You see, it's Phoenician, Africa. That's what Europe is named after. They hate us so
The name
much they own. Uh,
the name Europe or Europer is believed to be of Greek origin, as it is the name of a princess in Greek mythology. Sorry, the name Europe may also come from combining the Greek roots "eur," wide, and "op" to form the phrase "wide gazing." You and "op."
Europa, Europa didn't come from Greek. It came from
Oh, the
Phoenicia.
Phoenician word. Yeah, it said Europe came
Yeah,
from the Phoenician word Europe.
yeah, from Phoenicia. So they're gonna tell you it's goddamn Greek. It didn't come from. It's Phoenician. That's what they.
Meaning where
That's the.
set.
You know what now?
Meaning where the sun sets. That's
But the
the
sun
meaning
did
of
what? Say it again.
Europa. Europe comes from the Phoenician word Europe, meaning where the sun set. That's what it
Yeah.
said.
Well, I
Europe.
don't know if it meant, I don't know if it means that that was an African queen, Europa. She was Phoenician. Nothing to do with any
Yeah.
Greeks. That's an Africa. So they don't like to admit that everything comes from Africa, Iriton. They try to
That's Europa.
obfuscate the truth.
Yeah, it's Europa, which is Europe right now. Comes from the Phoenician
Yeah,
word Europe. Yeah. And it means the land where I go under. That's what it means. The land where
yeah.
sun.
And then it
It's
had nothing to do with any Greek shit. Exactly. It's the Greek, nothing to do with the Greeks. It's African. The Greeks who learned from the Africans took that name, embellished it, and then built upon it, of course, and took it into Europe. But it comes out of Africa. The Phoenicians are African.
right. And also, other theories about the name of the continent also deal with its climate. Many people believe that the name Africa derived from the Greek word Afrique, which
Afrique.
denotes a land
And it
that is
wasn't. No, it
desert.
wasn't. It wasn't. That's a lie. It wasn't Greek. No. Afrique comes from Kemet. comes from Kim, black.
Right.
So Afrik were a tribe in Kemet and also
Right.
Libya. They were called the
Right.
Afrik. That becomes Africa. And then do with Greek. So they keep trying to say things stuff from the Greek. The Greeks couldn't read or write, Erican. The Greeks didn't have
That's
no language. How the
yeah.
shit could have come from the Greeks? The Greeks couldn't read or write. They didn't have
Right.
any alphabet. Came from
Hmm.
Africa. So they were called the Afrik people. That becomes
Right.
Africa.
Yes, it says that here. Another word that is also mentioned is the Roman word Africa, which translates into sunny. That's why they got the name Africa, but it means Alkebulan, which is the mother of mankind, and also the Garden of Eden because it was full of everything. We didn't abandon.
Everything. Your
Yeah, we
land
had
of abundance.
right. So I want to share this video. Right, this is white person literally playing Afrobeats. I'm getting into the conversation when they see us in regards to everything that we have as African has been copied and has been pasted
Yeah.
to
Could have been
basically
stolen. So
has been
I,
stolen away from ours.
I'm gonna come at you like I came at the Joby.
Mm-hmm. Has
Time.
mm-hmm.
These people you're talking about, the Phoenicians and Africans that keep along, did these people all go to hell since they didn't know you're Jesus?
Pardon?
Did your ancestors, Iratar, go to hell since they never knew your Jesus? Did they go to hell? People never knew your Jesus.
How am I supposed to know
Christianity, I was asking you. Because the Christian religion didn't exist. So
that? What?
in your religion, it says everybody went to hell who didn't know Jesus. So these people knew not your Jesus. I'm asking you. I want you to critically think. I'm just I'm putting challenges in front of you to make you critically think. So I'm asking you, did your ancestors go to hell because they didn't know your Jesus?
I would say no.
Of course not. I want you to critically think. Yeah, your religion didn't exist. So did it? So did your ancestors go to hell? They didn't know
Uh-uh.
your Jesus? No.
Say
Go ahead.
no. Yeah. This is like a house party. It's an Afrobeat music, and the DJ is literally like a white person playing this. He's so talented in
Always.
regards to everything that he does.
I've always told you guys, white people
Mm-hmm.
gonna try to steal Afro beats. That's what they do. That's what
Right.
they do. They come. That's what they do. They try to take rock and roll, R&B, hip hop. That's what they don't create shit.
Yeah.
They mimic you, and then they mass produce it for their consumption, so they can make money off your back.
It still basically takers to this conversation in regards to everything that we have. The fact that we were civilized, the fact that we started everything to do with an agriculture, and it's basically stolen from away from us. Talk about the African women, the most beautiful, amazing women of all in all time. Literally, we can see that
Uh,
being pushed in Hollywood for women to have this kind of shape, the African women's shape, literally, and they're
uh,
pushing the other gender. And actually, right now, they are trashing the music and they're putting our women there to sing some songs which are not really aligned with the
yeah.
high
Well,
vibrational rhythm, right?
of course, they want to make African women the garbage women of the planet when you're the original. So they want to make it all filth black. But
No,
the sad fact about that, it's hurting them because it's destroying their business, Iraton. Trying to
right.
instead of being good stewards of the music and pushing good music forward to the forefront, letting good music just be what it is, good. They had to
Right.
maneuver it and manufacture garbage because they always want to make African people look filthy and fucked up and the image of
True.
debauchery. But what they've done, they destroyed their own industry with their stupid ass.
Mm,
They destroyed the goose that laid the golden egg.
right. Also, the fact that a lot of our culture that we believe in as African people, which has basically held us up to now, the fact that there was a rise of feminism, right? to basically diminish the family tree. The fact that there is the LGBTQ or gender to diminish the family tree.
Uh,
Thing
yeah,
that
to
we've been,
destroy you.
they are taking it and making it theirs, but they are also tarnishing it,
Yeah, it's
right?
a, they realize what they do is they'll take your music, they'll try
Mm-hmm.
since they stole the wealth,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna put their face on it so they can make the money of it. You
Yeah.
know, they love your music, Irritar, but they don't want you. They don't want you singing it. They want to be the ones singing your music and making money off of it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they'll like it, but they want to be the ones to steal it and make
Right.
money from it, and then
Right.
patronize it from their own people.
Mm.
So that's what they do.
It's amazing, right? It's just amazing in that, like in a very sad way. Also, the fact that abortion is being normalized, like anything else, like just
Yeah.
drinking water.
They try to say that's woman's rights. That a woman has the right to kill a baby. And I feel no, that's a human being,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel only in certain cases, in rape, of course,
Yeah.
incest, of course, and the health of the woman. If it's going to cause you to die or something, yeah, then you can go ahead and have an abortion. Or if it's incest, of course,
Right.
that's traumatic. Okay, I understand it. Or rape,
Mm.
I get it.
Right.
Fine. But just as
Yeah.
some goddamn recreational, something recreational that you decide to go have sex, now you have a baby, you need to carry that child. That's a living
Mm.
human being. It's not the baby's fault that you were irresponsible. That's your fault. So, uh, like I said, I don't agree on abortion on demand. I think it's evil. I
Mm.
think it's wicked.
Yeah.
Um,
Super. Not right. Should not be normalized because people are making it like it's so normal. But hey, no, it's not. Our culture as Africans has been tarnished. Actually, first of all, stolen away from us and then tarnished, right? Which
how can you? Okay,
is
yes, time, but how can you talk about your culture when you accept religion of other people? Your culture is part of your spiritual practices. So
right.
you don't have any culture. You've accepted other people's spirituality, and they told that your spirituality was bad and evil, which it is not. Your spirituality is proven by science. That's why I was going to do the Gateway protocol this Saturday, but I just couldn't. I was just too damn tired. And I got home. I said, there's just too much information. I can't. I'm just too exhausted. Um, because their science proves your spirituality to be true. Because Africans didn't. You know what we call spirituality? It was called spiritual science, actually. We only
Okay.
want to use it if we can prove it, Erica. What's provable? It wasn't made up some fantasy shit about some cracker coming out the sky and being a rapture and all that nonsense. That no, that's ignorant, childish shit. Our science is based on reality. What is? So the African learned that this is an illusion because you're dealing with brilliant. The African were brilliant. When Africans are left alone, Irritan, they're brilliant. You got time to think.
Right.
It's just the fact we've been invaded with all these wicked ass people having wars against us. He has no time to think, so they've been dumbed down. But when
Mm.
the African was just here by himself, he had time to think. And so your genius can shine through. So then they would. That's why it would take you 40 years to go to school, Irritan. 40. Not 4, 40, 40, because
Right.
you live so long. You live to be 200 plus years. So school was 40 years. So knowledge was the most important thing. And then understanding the unseen world, spiritual. White man's got you thinking this is evil, this is wicked. There's an unseen world, Irritan, because this is an illusion. The African knew there's unseen forces that control this seen world, that control this reality. What is it? What is it about? And so they would study these things and come up with conclusions that could be proven. And so they knew that, okay, shit, there's other dimensions. So they somehow they proved that shit that we live in dimensions are based on vibration, frequency. So There's people right next to you right now, Airtime, right next to you and me right now, but in another dimension. We can't see
Right.
them because we're not vibrating on that dimensional space.
Right.
You're like, wow, that's some really deep, heavy shit. How the fuck do these Africans know that shit? Because you're
Right.
dealing with geniuses back then. So they knew that depending on your vibration, that would be the dimension that you could ascend to, that you would live whatever life you're living in. And that this was an illusion. How they figured out that shit, to me, that is amazing. How the fuck did you figure out that this was an illusion? That this ain't even really real? We just all living in the mind of God, the mind of the Creator, and that all this stuff is just a playground. How did they
Right.
figure all that shit out? Mind blowing. Now, white people have finally figured out in the last 70 years this is an illusion, this is energy. Even though there's rules to the illusion. So, you're taking on other people's culture, their religion, that you believe in death. There's no such thing as death. The African knew that, so they would what? Celebrate the passing. And they would hope that you vibrated enough that you would go to the next dimension of learning instead of having to come back to this dimension. Hope you learned enough lessons. And lessons meaning, did you love Irritan? Did you care? Did you treat people fairly? Nothing to do with your goopy religions about hell and that dumb shit. That's made up nonsense. Did you love people, Irritan? Did you treat people fairly, Irritan? Did you contribute to society? Did you do your best, Irritan? Did you live in your truth? Did you live without fear, Irritan? That's why they said the feather of my eye. So if you've done these things, that will raise your vibration. That will allow you to go to the next dimension. Because now you had graduated from this level of understanding. Okay? Everything's a growth, this whole universe is a school created by the creator of the universe to become more godly, to become more like God. That's why it's all in your goofy Bible. You're God. Everything I do, you'll learn to do and you'll get better. Go inside. These teachings, the Bible's teachings are real. The stories are fake. The teachings are real. So the African teachings that they took to make these goofy books, the goofy Islam and Christianity, the teachings, most of the teachings are real, the African spiritual teachings that they made fake stories, Moses and all these other fake motherfuckers who ain't never lived. But these are attributes of spirituality. Because are you loving? Have you been kind? Have you done your best? Have you lived in your truth every time? Are you living your truth? Or are you living someone else's truth? Are you living your parents' truth or your truth? You're supposed to live in your truth, not your parents. So these
Right.
things are classes of learning that the Creator put in to grow your soul. You're supposed to grow in soul knowledge, Spirit. You're supposed to grow in soul and spirit and love and kindness. But you're not supposed to be no fool either. Not supposed to let people treat you like shit and disrespect you. You're supposed to learn that too. You're not supposed to, even though you're loving, you're not supposed to be no fool and let people shit on you either. You gotta learn that too. There's a balance. Everything has a balance. You don't love everybody that shit on you either. But you don't that's there's a balance. So there's no way you can be shamed of your ancestors, ancient Africa. No way. You're talking about just a brilliant group of people. Just the African, my God, he's such a it's brilliant. To be able to break down the universe, how it works, man, it's just amazing. I'm like, you go back to ancient Africa, you knew shit you didn't know today.
Right.
Healing, like everything is healable to a frequency. They knew that. Every disease has a frequency, Irritan. It means there's a certain vibration. If you match the vibration with doing certain tones, you can heal the body. And that's a fact. But they don't want you to know that today because there's no money in that. Their money's based on this system of Medicine is based on money, not healing. It's all treatment shit. They don't want to heal anything because there's no money in healing you every time.
Right.
It's always based on psychopathic, this crazy shit. But there's no healing. You know, all the disease. Why do they heal shit? Because they don't want to know how to heal shit. There's no money in the heal. There's no money in the cure, Irritan. There's money in the treatment of diseases. There's no money. And so since the African then based its system off money, African based its system off Ubuntu. I am because you are. You are because I am. A system of community, of love and compassion for one another. That's African.
Right.
I love you, Irritan, because you're me. I look at you and I know you're me. That's
Right.
Ubuntu.
Mm.
So I know, so I'm going to do right by you. I'm not going to try to cheat you, Irritan. I'm not going to try to hurt you. If I can't, if I can, I'm not going to try to hurt you in any way possible because I know you are me.
Right.
So that's that's African society that we've lost because the European told you that's bad. You backwards because you love. You backwards because you're not cutthroat and conniving and stealing and treacherous.
Mm.
And you don't know this Jesus to help you not be treacherous. What? No, your nature is not to be treacherous. Your nature is loving. Your nature is kindness. Your nature is trust.
Mm.
That's your nature. About every civilization you built, those were the attributes here. Every civilization Africans built was based on trust, reciprocity, and love.
Right.
That'll help you from being invaded, though. So they're gonna invade and kill you. You're gonna invade
Right.
your land.
I want to play
Lord.
this video of the fact that there's a lot of women basically pushing for feminism or being feminists, which is basically destroying our
Yeah, your
family.
relationship. So what? How
Wait,
feminism start every time? So what happens? So the white man hates women, right? White men hate their women. Shout out to another white man, and that the history they hate women. That's why they was always having sex with kids and boys. They didn't want to have sex with their own women. And so feminism, even though it's created by the white man, the white woman was trying to have equality with her man,
Mhm.
right? Because she wanted to be just as abusive in the power structure as him. She wanted to be an enslaved Africans, treat them like shit, but she wanted to be equal because she was never equal in his society. African women, Irritan, have always been equal in African societies.
Mm.
Always. Go ahead, Irritan, go ahead.
Okay, let me play this video and then we come back, right? Already, the fact that feminists or people supporting feminists, like the negative feminists, literally, it's super sad because you're destroying the family tree. It's like you're basically advocating that women do not need men and the family tree or the family, um, the basically tree should not literally continue, right?
Said to you, despite how you're feeling, what are the real world implications that suggest to you that you are somehow beneath men? You might have a personal experience where
I mean,
a man
we can talk about
said-
sexual assault everywhere in the military, in the home.
So are
That's-
these the things that
White,
you're fighting?
those
to
are
end
white
sexual
men.
assault?
Of course, yeah.
Okay,
Those are
great. You
white-
don't have to be a feminist to fight to end sexual
You don't
assault.
have
What's up,
Candace,
today,
on.
guys? Feeling
So-
good today, guys. We
No, hold on.
I don't hate.
Okay.
White man. That's a black woman talking about the American military. The white men control that military. They're the ones create sexual assault. So feminism has nothing to do with you fighting sexual assault. That's their culture. You want to fight their culture. So you join it, and the sad fact, a lot of shout to the young women like Ircha, realize you teamed up with white women for their movement, and then you find out that the white women are just as racist, and now you're stunned. White women are racist. Sorry. So they just use black women for cannon fodder
Mm.
to build up their movement. But they didn't mean no equality for you. They didn't want you to have any equality. That's their equality, not yours. They don't fight for none of your movements, for none of your benefits. White women don't fight on your behalf. Nowhere. Because they don't like your ass. Okay? They don't fight for your benefit. That's why you see it nowhere on the planet. White women don't fight for black women's equality, supposedly. And the only reason why you can find black women in unequal societies are European societies that they got now in Africa, not Africans. African society is based on merit, based on equality. That's why I showed you. You go back to all African societies, the women had power in those societies. You're now in a European society. You're not. You. We've been colonized and captured by Europeans. We're living their culture. You're not living in an African culture. Even in Africa, you're not living in an African culture because the Europeans colonized you. So that's their system of unequal treatment to women, not the African man. So you being a feminist is stupid. So Candace Owens has got there. You being a feminist instead of
Right.
fighting the system of inequality based on the Caucasians system.
Mm.
You're not living African culture. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, man,
Yeah, it's a great
I
question,
wanna
and
be a
I'm glad you
mom.
asked it.
How do
Yeah,
you?
it's a great, great question. So what you have to realize about the left when we talk about extremism is they hack words that once had real meaning, and they take them for their own nefarious goals, right? So they'll say racism, and you'll go, oh my God, no, really, racism used to exist, but now it means organizing your pantry. That's obviously not racism. That's completely ridiculous. You see something like feminism, and once upon a time, women were fighting for the right to vote. Well, now we have that. We have equal footing, and now they're using those terms. They're hiding behind
No,
the
see,
shield of feminism, and they're doing actually horrible.
Candace Owens is dangerous because she's a self-hating nigger. She hates black people. She's dangerous and she's a moron. That wasn't for black women the right to vote. See that movement she's trying to engulf black people. That's a lie. The white feminists she's talking about wanting to vote were racist. They didn't want black women in their groups. Okay, so she goes past that because she's married to a white man. So she doesn't want to do the whole truth. That's why she's been completely divulged from black society like she's supposed to. Candace Owens is dangerous. She's a self-hating Negro. She hates black people. So she's trying to lump a black woman experience again with these white called suffragans who are racist. So I want Airtime to look this up. So I wanted to get the content of what this lady's talking about. And she doesn't want to talk about the racism of these fake white women supposedly fighting for equality. They're fighting for their equality, not black women. They hated black women. Shout out to Ida B. Wells. So pull this up real quick, Iraton, on Google. Say Ida B. Wells refuses to join white women in their struggle for equality because she says they're racist. Notice that Ida B. Wells calls white women's equality movement racist. Trying to get the best of me, pull it up. If you guys know, Ida B. Wells is a famous black female woman who denounced these white women, said this shit is some racist shit. It's not about no black women. Ida B. Wells refused to be a part of it. The Candace Owens don't put that into it. You know, but no, Candace Owens is dubious at best. That's why she should never be talking about any history.
Okay, in Chicago, Ida Wells fast attacked the exclusion of Black people from the
Exactly.
Chicago World Sphere, writing a pamphlet sponsored by Frederick Douglass and others. She continued her anti-lynching campaign and began to work tirelessly against segregation and for women's suffrage.
Yeah, some women so got the suffrage movement. She refused to join the white women's suffrage, which is Candace Owens is talking about, because they were racist. She refused to join that. One of the most famous black women to ever live, she said, these cracker bitches are racist. I can't join none of their shit. It's about them being free over black women and treating black women like shit. It's not about no equality movement. It's about them. It's about no. This is about no women movement because they didn't want to be equal to black women. They wanted to have the equality with a white man to control the levels of power over black people.
Mm-hmm.
So when here Candace Owens talking, she leaves out these caveats because she's compromised and phony. And this brother here, right here, probably don't have enough information to even know that what the fuck is going on either with this. Because they're just not knowledgeable. They're not knowledgeable enough. So Candace Owens is coming from a place of deep hate, of self. And what she trying to love, is this a suffrage movement where they were trying to fight for equality and the right to vote? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It's a lie. She wants to believe that lie because she needs that to be with a white man. Right? She needs that lie. And why she says all kind of heinous shit about black people getting murdered and then try to tell you it's not racism. That's this dubious bitch here. But I will give Candace credit. I got a love-hate relationship with Candace. I got a love-hate relationship with this crazy motherfucker because Candace says some real shit sometimes.
Right.
I don't know if it's by accident. I don't know if it's by accident. Because she's actually calling out these J's that we can't tell you. She's calling out these J's. You guys know what I'm talking about, the J's, the small hats, the you know who.
Yeah.
She's been calling them out here recently. Not all the way, but enough. That's why they took her YouTube channel down. You can't talk about these people. Her YouTube channel is gone because she said some real shit about the Jays. And I was surprised to hear from Candace Owens. I was like, hold on now. Is somebody hitting in the head with some truth serum? What's going on? Because Candace said some truth. And I said, you're off the reservation, Candace. They're gonna now censor your ass. And then 2 days later, they got rid of her YouTube channel. I knew it. If you don't talk about the Jays, you can talk about blacks and whites all day. But you don't talk about these Jays. Everybody knows that's the shit you don't talk about at all. So shout out to Candace Owens for keeping that real. I was like, what? So Candace Owens, that's my respect with that because none of these handkerchief head Negroes online will touch that, and they know not to touch that. They go their YouTube money. I lose my YouTube money. You sure will. You sure will. But go ahead. So Candace Owens, without having the content of Ida B. Wells understanding the suffrage movement was not about bringing black women, as Irritan got it right, this is to destroy the black family. It wasn't about to bring in no black women. Ida B. Wells say, hey, I can't join this shit. These people openly calling me niggas. Ida B. Wells, an accomplished journalist. I mean, Ida was so much more than that. She was an accomplished journalist, started newspapers, an accomplished businesswoman.
Right.
I mean, do this for me real quick, Irritan. I can say, what are all the accomplishments of Ida B. Wells? I can't even name all of them. A businesswoman, a founder of a newspaper. These white people are racist. These white women are racist. It's not no woman movement. It's a white woman movement. And
Wells Bonnet's achievement were the publication of a detailed book about lynching entitled A Red Record 1895, the co-founding of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored
Because
People.
she never joined that shit. So
He,
understand what your time's talking about. That's supposed to be a black institution. We grew up our whole lives. NAACP. Ida Wells never joined that shit because it wasn't started by black people. It's another
nevertheless,
kind. It's like that black.
it
Uh,
has either helped form many clubs, including those that talked about health, women's suffrage, health, sanitation, combating racism, and racial uplift.
yeah. So she's a businesswoman. She was a newspaper creator.
Hmm.
She created a major newspaper. She got ran out of Memphis. Remember they burned? She owned the grocery store. The white people burned it down to the ground because she owned the grocery store too, and she was trying to give fair price. And the white people said, "Bitch, you better give us most of this shit for free." So I can't
Right.
give it to you for free. I'm running a business. So they tell me we're gonna kill you. They
Mm,
ran her out of town every time. So they burned her business down to the ground and ran her out of town.
right.
Said we're gonna kill you. So uh, NAACP, she never joined it because it wasn't never created by black people for black. That's a scam. It's like the fake Black Lives Matter bullshit. That wasn't created by nobody black. It's all fake. It's all phony. Like I told
As
people
you
in the beginning.
you're almost winding up in a few.
I'll go ahead
Right.
and finish your video.
Okay.
Now, for you,
Answer my question.
no, I am. I'm getting there.
Okay.
Now, for you, you're like, okay, but I actually am somebody that just believes in equality, that there should be equality between the sexes, right?
I think it's more culturally and socially, not necessarily
Exactly.
in
It's
the realm of
culturally.
legality.
Sure. So I'm going to ask you,
Exactly.
what is it socially? So you could call yourself something, right? That means that there's some fight that you have. What is it socially that you and I have as women that we don't have that men do? Why is there a need for you to be a feminist?
I think as women, we are undervalued when it comes to our intelligence. I think people, especially for me, as a woman who, I'm sorry, what you said?
Go ahead. Let her talk.
For me as a woman, I feel like a lot of people look at me and think I'm superficial. They think I'm vapid. They don't
So
necessarily
there's
see
still
that
nothing to
I
do
can
with
be
feminism. See,
intelligent,
her
that I
not
could.
understanding, her not
Yeah.
understanding. She think she getting caught up in a white woman, but not understanding that this is all created by the Rockefeller Foundation, the CIA, to destroy you as a woman. She not she thinks this is the way of making you a strong woman, but it's actually designed to do the opposite every time. It's
Right.
created to do the opposite. And she's not smart enough to understand that. She think I'm fighting against the man and I'm fighting for equality. Actually, you're not. You're fighting
Right.
to destroy your own sense of self. You're fighting to destroy your natural nature is to be loved. You don't want to be a nurturer. Women, sorry to tell you, your nature is to nurture, whether you like that or not. That doesn't make you unequal from a man.
Yeah.
We have different aspects in society. We have
Mm,
different roles. You know, I don't expect the haircut. I don't expect you to go clean out the goddamn sewage with doo-doo and shit. I think that's a man's job because you have to have a certain level of strength to do that. That
yeah.
women don't have. We're stronger than women.
Mm,
So there are certain things that women do. So that doesn't make that doesn't make you unequal. The first teacher of a child is the woman. Does that make me unequal than a woman?
right.
No. They just have different roles in society. Can a woman lead? Yes, of course she can. We're not saying that because in African society, women were leaders.
Mm,
What we're saying is different roles, and that doesn't make any one of us less equal because
yeah.
it's balanced. The woman has attributes to the man that the man doesn't have. The man has attributes to the woman that the woman doesn't have. We 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 balance each other out every time. It's yin and yang,
Yeah.
and yang and yin. So there's a balance to our cooperation. We're supposed to
Exactly.
cooperate with one another. I'm not supposed to be in competition with you. I'm supposed
Yeah.
to cooperate with you because that's how the universe works, in cooperation, not
Yeah.
in competition. You know, there's certain things you do better than I can do. certain things I do better than you can do. That doesn't make us unequal from one another. That balances us out.
Yeah.
But in the European society, they've always kept their foot on their women's neck. That's their history. But
Mm,
that's not the history in African society. Uh, there's no such history in African society of that.
right.
That's their society. That's their problem.
Right. Jiva Jabba is
You
saying,
know,
I
we
never
won't
saw
run around.
a garbage collector until they got automatic trucks that picked up the cans. That's what she said. She was pro Second Amendment, said every black should own a fireman. A firearm, that's Ida Wells that you're talking about. That's true. And yeah, basically that's it. But I definitely understand what you're saying, Kate, in regards to women have their roles and also men do have their role in regards to things they can do better than us, and that's how it should be. And it doesn't mean that the other is better than anybody in regards to
Exactly. Doesn't mean it's unequal, Iraton.
yeah,
Because society is based on balance. Doesn't
yeah,
make me unequal to you because I can't breastfeed a child.
yeah,
That's your role. There's certain, and and then to pretend that there's not certain roles. That's crazy talk.
mm,
I can't breastfeed the child. The creator of the universe made the woman the nurturer, not me.
yeah,
That's so me saying, okay, you're the nurturer of the child. Ah, you no good bastard. You're being unequal to me.
yeah.
But
We're working out, but the guys are on their journey for basically having their beautiful, amazing hair grow valuable voluptuous and super healthy, stronger nails, glowing skin. Kindly order one for your friend, your man, your woman, your sister, anybody. And follow us on all the social media for uplifting, empowering conversation. It's always about redefining who you are because you are the change you need to see in the world. Any last words, Mr. Blackout Fire? All right. Thank you, Jiver, for joining me today. Any last words before I wind up? No.
nah,
Hi, guys.
no
Have a
problem,
beautiful
Claude.
afternoon. We'll see you later on Breathing. Okay?
I'm broody, broody, nappy head broody. All my songs come with melody. Got the heart, got the soul like Harriet. A queen since she born, that was evident. That's evidence of black excellence. I can tell a good dog when I'm petting him. Know that if I have his tribe, he protecting them. Mother of a child of God, I invest in them. Nutrition and brown milk in them. Young Rosa, young Luther, keep marching. Floodgates coming over, don't stop 'em. I know that life it ain't easy. Your life it matters, believe me. Roll out the fakes and the frauds. It's hiding behind a facade. Young girls stay rooted. I don't blame the seeds now, I'm rooted.
She showing she
Brown
pregnant.
skin,
Somebody says she is a man too. I don't know.
rooted, rooted, nappy head rooted. I don't blame the seeds now, I'm rooted. Brown skin popping, I'm rooted. ATL bread, I'm rooted. Rooted, nappy head rooted. All my rules stay embedded in
But
hard
now
work,
trying to
better
show
know
they
ain't no trending it.
trying to show they
Popping off
pregnant when
on
they
the
saying
charts,
they
that's
might
a
be
better
men.
win. They popping off in the streets, ain't no checking it. I can tell a good dog when I'm petting him. Know that if I have his tribe, he protecting them. Mother of a child of God, I invest in them. Nutrition and brown milk in them. Young Rosa, young Luther, keep marching. Floodgates coming over, don't stop 'em. I know that life it ain't easy. Your life it matters, believe me. Roll out the face and the frauds. It's hiding behind a facade. Young girls stay rooted. I don't plant my seeds now, I'm rooted. Brown skin popping, I'm rooted.